taking a look at video now from the parade in 2010 when it went from the financial district down to Civic Center Plaza. This year it'll start from the foot of Market. The players will actually be in convertibles instead of cable cars, although there are plenty of cable cars involved in this as well. As far as who is going to be in this parade, we've got 100 entries. It's going to start with the SFPD mounted unit. We will get our politicians, the mayor, of course, the lieutenant governor, former mayors, Willie Brown and Frank Jordan also will be out here. We've got some Hall of Famers, and then about 70, well, maybe 68 entries in. We'll finally see that World Series trophy, and then the players, certainly who everyone's been waiting for, and it'll round it all out at the very end. The 100th entry being the at&t Park concession employees, some of the unsung heroes of all these baseball games. Again, a live look at Maine and Mission this morning, and all the event staff that are in place trying to make this happen. You've got SFPD out here making sure everyone behaves and follows the rules, including the media, and you've got the cars coming through here that are involved in this parade. It has gotten very, very busy this morning, but to be perfectly honest, since we've been out here since very early this morning, it's been busy nonstop. Everyone getting ready for this great parade that starts at 11. Live here in San Francisco, Claudine Wong, KTVU, Channel 2 News.
All right, Claudine, time now 7:32. The wireless companies also getting ready for the big crowds at the parade. at&t and Verizon both adding temporary wireless towers along the parade route and at City Hall. They want to prevent a repeat of the 2010 World Series parade where people couldn't make calls because the network was jammed.
Coming up on 7:33, San Francisco District Attorney George Gascon warns the city will come down hard against any unruly behavior.
We want people to come and celebrate. We want to have fun. We just want to make sure that in the process of having fun, we do not damage property, we don't hurt anyone.
The city police arrested 36 people Sunday night, 24 for felonies. This was, of course, after the Giants won the World Series. 9 suspects are expected to be arraigned this afternoon. Charges range from firing a gun to assaulting an officer. The
start of the Giants World Series parade in San Francisco. Now, we have live team coverage for you this morning. We're looking at every single angle, including mass transit, which is packed. Let's start first with KTVU's Brian Flores at Civic Center Plaza. How you doing, Brian?
Hey, Dave, how are you? Yes, the countdown has definitely begun to the Giants victory parade, but go ahead and take a look behind me. What a difference just a few hours makes. As you can see behind me, we're live here at Civic Center Plaza. It is a sea of orange and black. Fans have been out here as early as about 3 o'clock in the morning, but go ahead and take a look around. You can see the World Championship Series banners are adorned on City Hall. There's orange and black balloons on lampposts everywhere, but fans have just been here all day long, and they're just waiting to see their favorite players and see their favorite team come out for the parade today. We talked with a couple of those fans earlier today. Some drove as far as Boise, Idaho to be here. Here's what they had to say.
I couldn't make the last one, so I had to make this one. You know, made it a point. So what's it like to be here? It's amazing. You know, got here last night, came out, and it's just been unreal. We don't know where we're going either. We had mapped it out and knew we only had to walk a couple blocks. So far everyone's just kind of hanging out, and it looks pretty, it's going to be packed.
And no question about that, it is starting to get packed out here in Civic Center Plaza right now. Fans are just starting to pick their spots to try to see their favorite team out here. But in terms of the weather, as you can see, fans are very excited. In terms of the weather, very cloudy out here. It was a little bit drizzly earlier today, but now that is not the case, and is definitely not dampening the moods here for lots of Giants fans out here as well. We're live here at Civic Center Plaza. I'm Brian Flores, KTVU Channel 2 News.
All right, thank you. And BART trains are jammed to overflowing as Giants fans head to San Francisco, along with regular commuters today, and parking spaces will be really hard to find. The transit agency has made some changes, though, after learning lessons from the 2010 Giants celebration. KTVU Channel 2 reporter Tara Moriarty joins us now live from West Oakland to let us know what some of those lessons were. Good morning, Tara.
Well, good morning. You know, we have seen some pretty crazy dressed people. They've been clad in their Halloween costumes, all decked out in orange and black, ready to go. But we were up on the platforms just a short time ago, and a lot of folks had some trouble getting on board because these trains are so packed. We're here at the West Oakland BART station, where passengers have told us that they're coming in from Richmond, Pinole, and Bay Point. Most of these folks got up before the crack of dawn to snag a spot on BART, and some did buy their tickets in advance. fans. And that's because 2 years ago, during the first World Series parade, BART officials say some of the machines broke down because they were so full of money. So this year, they have emptied the machines and will have cash-only tables at some stations. For many diehards, this is the second ticker tape parade for them in 3 years.
I have my World Series pom-pom from 2010 and my Lowry jersey that I proudly wore all season long.
And you've got your orange dress on.
And I have my orange dress on just so that I'm proper for work.
The Giants are so good. I'm born and raised in Philadelphia. Now I'm a San Francisco Giants fan.
Extra BART trains will be running this morning. AC Transit, Caltrain, and Golden Gate Transit have also extended morning peak service. Fans talked to say they don't know how they're going to get a spot on Market Street. It's already filling up, but they are going to try their best and catch a glimpse of their favorite team. Live from Oakland, I'm Tara Moriarty, KTVU Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Tara. And KTVU will have complete coverage of today's parade from beginning to end. Sports director Mark Ibanez and anchor Gassia Mikaelian will be here in the studio. Heather Holmes and Ken Wayne will be at the Civic Center Plaza. And we will have cameras or live reporters at each of those yellow dots there on the parade.
Welcome back. Time now is 8:29. Well, the anticipation leading up to the Giants World Series victory parade is growing by the minute. And 1 million people are expected at the big parade. We have live team coverage for you. We have Tara. We've got Claudine. We're going to start first with Claudine Wong. You're there along the parade route. Take us there, Claudine.
Well, we are in one of the staging areas, the one that everyone is looking at this morning. If you take a look down this road, you can see the cable cars, and in between those cable cars, you've got some Lexuses, and those are convertibles. Those tops will come down, and the players are actually going to climb in those and make their way down Market Street. I want to show you, though, if you are a big fan of Marco Scutero, here's his car. We've got Brian Wilson over here, Terry over here, Barry Zito, Ryan Vogelsong, all over here. So this is actually where they'll be coming. They'll be climbing into these cars. Those tops will come off, and they'll make their way down Market Street. I want to show you Market Street right now because we've got cameras everywhere, and we've got a camera along Market Street near Montgomery that can show you just how many people are already lining the streets, getting ready to watch this parade, which doesn't actually technically start until 11 this morning. We've seen people out there this morning very, very early, even before the sun came up. Saw someone who set their alarm at their hotel at 2 o'clock this morning just to make sure they got a good seat. We also this morning talked to one of the people in charge of getting all the floats ready to go. He said they're ready, but they didn't have much time.
When they got in the World Series, we started calling the marketing department of the Giants saying, we're here, we're ready to go. They called us at game 1 and gave us a standby. After game 2, they said, well, maybe we ought to build something. In game 3, they said, panic mode. You better get building.
Back live out here in San Francisco. Check out this vintage Thunderbird rolling right by us. That is where Bruce Bochy will be taking a seat and making his way down. Everyone getting a convertible today. And then if we pan all the way back down the street, check out what's in the back of that truck. That is the World Series trophy. Also going to be the highlight of this afternoon. Again, or this morning, I should say. Again, a lot of activity here. They have cut back traffic along this street, all along Market Street as well, as folks get ready for this parade. Really along every single street here, they've got folks lined up because they got about 100 entries in this parade today. The players will be about 70 entries in, but certainly no one's moving until they see their favorites come down the street. So it'll be a big day. It gets underway at 11. Of course, we've got cameras positioned all over, and our special coverage starts at 10:30. Live here in San Francisco, Claudine Wong, KTVU, Channel 2 News.
And you'll be out there, all right? Thank you, Claudine. Now, BART trains are already overflowing with passengers as Giants fans make their way to San Francisco. And even though all available trains are operating, KTVU's Tara Moriarty joins us live in West Oakland to let us know that some fans are reporting some problems, Tara?